retail store in the back. Hey.
Sorry.
We have
We got 9 of those to go.
9 dongs. So that's crazy too. Okay.
What is going
What's happening? Grace, are you okay?
Is she okay? We say small business. It is a small business, but it feels like every single day she's blowing and growing every day. That's crazy. Blowing and growing. It's blowing up. Every day. Hello. Business. It gives CEO. Wait, are we recording? What episode is this?
We've been recording.
Oh, perfect. What episode? 7? 10?
8.
8? 7, 8,
Oh.
9?
Yeah, because bipolar
8.
was.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Anastasia back with Stassi Spills, episode 8. Hey. Today we're doing a Q&A. Well, we're just doing a lot of different things. We're going to do a business Q&A because I do have my own small business. If you haven't heard about it, it's Moonlight Sage Shop. We say small business. It is a small business, but it feels like every single day she's blowing and growing every day. That's crazy. Blowing and growing. It's blowing up. Every day. Hello. So we're going to do some questions. We have a little bit of catching up to do because it's been a few weeks since, you guys have been seeing us, but we haven't recorded in a few weeks because we've been moving. But that also falls in line with what we're kind of talking about today with business growth. And I have an e-commerce store and also a retail store. So the retail store is here in Southern California in Oceanside, and my e-commerce also is in Oceanside, but we ship all over the world. So it's a witchy apothecary, and we're ran on social. I would say it's like a social media ran company. So we'll get into that. But welcome to podcast 8. It's been stressful.
Yeah. How have you been feeling? How have things been going?
There's 1,035 things that have been going on. We are in an wait. I guess last week would have been the first episode in a new.
But we didn't even talk.
We didn't even talk about that.
Welcome to the set. Everybody.
Welcome to the new set. I think this will be changing because we actually have 2 different sets in this room. Miles 8 down with we have a podcast room. We had a room before, but it's kind of small. Now it's like a Jack and Jill. So we have 2 different sets, one for my Moonlight Sage, like live streams and like maybe video recording for spells. And then over here for podcasts and like sit down videos and stuff like that. So it probably will be a little changing in the back once we figure it out, but it's bougie in here. We got a little carpet on our feet, all these little sound things, a bunch of lights.
It was echoey as hell in here.
Yeah, the whole space is
the
really
echo is
echoey.
In my office is starting to get to me.
We need more furniture built
in there.
Yeah, things put up. But so I think we've had this shop. It'll be 6 years this February. But we originally had the last 3 years, we had a retail store and e-commerce, like shipping fulfillment place, all in the same location. Mm-hmm. I don't remember how many square feet it was. Was it like 1,200 or 1,500? It was small.
Smaller than
this one. Sure. We signed a new lease last, June or something like that. For my 707 Mission Ave in Oceanside location, which is the front of the half of the store is the retail store, and the back. Hey.
Sorry.
We have back fulfillment and upstairs that are where we prep and everything. So for a while, we really thought that my retail store and my e-commerce would all be in the same space. Bitch, we have a big ass space. We have all this stuff. Like it's big. We have enough room for everybody. I remember moving in there and thinking like, this is such a big space because it was.
It is.
It is.
It is.
It's
just not enough room.
And quickly we outgrew it, which is like blessings. But also when we outgrew it, we were like, what do we do? Because we'd always had everything
and it just
in-house.
doesn't make sense for retail to only be there because it is
no,
such a big
it's
space.
too big for just retail. And there's an upstairs, like it's too much. So there's an upstairs with 3 rooms up there. It's just big. So.
That's Grace.
Grace, are you okay?
Is she okay?
That could have just been a bit, dude. Who knows?
I know, or there's like a bug or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So we started looking for, I feel like almost like 6 months ago. I feel like, or maybe not. No, in like May. We started May or June because we saw on my birthday, before my birthday, the other space.
The other place. Well, I also think just because, oh no, you guys were looking at other places before that. But I think the spot next to us, we were like, oh,
It
like
popped
this
up.
would make sense for us to like expand.
But it was like the
was
shadiest,
not
weirdest
good.
location. The lady that was
landlord was
leasing
so
it was
shady.
very weird.
Yeah.
So, and I've also just left a 3-year terrible situation with my old landlord. So I was like, we're not going to get into that again.
And talk about that soon.
We could have a whole podcast on it, actually.
We really should.
Restraining orders, police being called, $80,000 worth of lawyer fees going back and forth. Baby. Yeah. We could have a whole conversation.
Yeah.
Products being damaged over and over again.
The bathroom
situation. Oh, baby. Yeah, we never actually spilled about that.
No.
We should.
Now you're allowed to, right?
I mean, either, I don't care.
You were allowed to back then. But.
No, they were always like, you shouldn't talk about it. Like, say anything bad. I'm like, yeah, you got me messed up. I'm going to say something. So we started looking for another place that we thought like we just were thinking like if we get another place and move all of customer service, my room, Miles's room, which is content room, and one, we can expand customer service because right now we have two people, but Grace, well, you guys know them, Grace and Alyssa. Hey, cha-ching, cha-ching. No, that's fine. It's the business. We're talking business.
I thought I
did we restock
the
red strings yesterday? Did they come in?
They came in. I don't know if we restocked them yet.
I wish we could because then it would be like, that would be fun. The cha-chings.
Maybe, I don't know if Grace brought them over. My phone fell on the floor.
You can snag her.
It has to live there now.
He was like, oh, well.
So we ended up, deciding that if we moved most of the customer service desks and everything downstairs, one, we could expand, and two, like the rooms that we were in for customer service and stuff could become more, shipping fulfillment stations and pick stations. And then upstairs in Miles's old room, we could just like have more prep. Can we edit these out? These are so distracting. What's happening, y'all? Quiet on set.
I'm gonna
It's
say
so
also
funny, guys, because this street is loud as hell.
It is.
But for some reason, it's so quiet right now
Thank
that we can hear
God.
everything in the office,
Yeah, and then
which is
we're
like a blessing and a curse, but it's funny.
I'm getting distracted in my brain. I don't know. So we ended up finding this place and we moved in. But with that, we're like knocking walls down at the other location to make the shipping rooms bigger. Over here, it's just like really difficult to get everything like situated. It's just a lot. So
it's just a lot because we all also have so much to do in our for the business and to help like keep everything running smoothly. So it's also trying to like get the other place knocked down, demoed, and reset up for more people. This place fully set up. This place is kind of a mess.
it's a mess. No, it's actually a mess. Like there's boxes everywhere.
A lot of us just don't have time.
I'm so easily distractible today. Well, I am in most times. Me and my ADHD.
Oh, fuck. Lo siento.
So anyways, whatever, we expanded.
So yeah,
I'm over it. I'm off of this. Okay.
We expanded. Our admin offices are here. Content, admin, customer service.
Yes.
We're all here.
And with that, we're trying to hire like 8 more people.
I think 12.
Oh,
Especially now if you want the
social media person.
People.
Miles needs an assistant. Yay!
Yay, Miles!
Maybe, dude.
Assistant.
He said, "I'm not sure, but we need help." Well, we'll like ease into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tell us about you said you were reading a book.
Oh, let me look. Okay. Let me look at my Goodreads because I can't remember what it was called. I did on Friday start and finish another book. It's one of those TikToks, you know, when like they give you like what is it called, an excerpt or like a blurb?
Yes. I love it. Those always get me.
Okay, well, why does this one look good? The one that, because you read Eyes on Me, Goodread recommends Priest number 1. I love those like where not the priest is going to turn into a freak. Hey.
No way.
Oh, for sure. What?
That.
Never.
Not
Wait.
a man of God.
Okay, so I read a couple. Did we talk about Passenger Princess?
It's a book?
Yeah. No, okay, so it's about this, it's like Miss America or like some pageant girl who won a pageant, and she had to get like she's doing like a tour around the United States or whatever, doing whatever Miss America does, or whatever pageantry she is. And this is these are all TikTok recommendations. Like the girlies are screaming about them. So I was like, it's free on Kindle Unlimited. It's cute. There's a bunch of shit. Obviously, like it's like safe for her, but for some reason she needs a bodyguard, and so like the bodyguard's the brooding dude that hates her, blah blah blah, and like they fall in love or whatever. Yeah, but it's actually it's decent. I don't know. Sometimes like it gets decent until like no, it's good. Like read past. It's cute if you like that kind of stuff. It's like I wouldn't say it's like a dark romance, but like I don't know what you call that. And then I read Riot's Thorn, which is the son of, I don't know how to say the Euribus or whatever, that book series by Misty Walker. It's a biker.
Ooh, I need to get into the biker romance.
I've never read them, but I'm 4 books into this one series, and they're pretty good. Granted, they're all different, but they're similar. I guess it's because they're part of the same biker group or whatever. But this one's good. Riot's Thorn's pretty good. I think this was my favorite couple from the series. And Birdie's biker was pretty good too, because there was like, I don't know how much I want to say. Like it gives away. But Birdie's biker was good because obviously the dudes have different things that they're going through or whatever. And then one dude has like, he rescues animals. So he's got a bunch of cages in his trailer. And the girl ends up in the cage for like half the book. But
Rescues the animals, huh?
Yeah. Riot's Thorn was good. I read that, I think last week. And then on Friday I read by Karen Hart. This is, okay. Some of her books have gone, what is the one? I actually read another one by her. It was where this like lady's husband like died and tragically. And then so she started like, she got either remarried or like, I can't remember if they were married or just a long-term relationship of like 5 years. Like he was gone for like 5 years. She gets back with one of his friends or something because his friends like wouldn't leave her alone. And then they go to this like deserted island. All of her friends start like dying off one by one. And her husband was the one that was killing everybody. But bitch, it was like a murder mystery.
Oh my God.
But I'm not spoiling this because that's how they like say it's the blurb or whatever. Like we know it's him, but she doesn't know it's him. And he's like hunting everybody down, being like, bitch, you were trying me all this time. And that one was actually really good because it was kind of like,
That sounds fun.
it was fun, but it was still like kind of dark romancy. And there was a twist, but the twist of that one kind of reminded me of the twist of the one that I was going to see that I just read on Friday. It's called No One Has to Know. It's essentially like this girl. I don't know. Actually, I'm a little bit annoyed about the ending, and I don't know how to explain it without giving it away.
Telling it.
But the plot is it's this girl who works at a flower shop. It's always like a little flower shop. She like escaped a bad situation and she works at a flower shop, and she gives like, what got me was like she gave a cop a daisy like on one of his days doing patrol, and then he like got obsessed with her. He was just like, he's a weirdo. Like he just, oh, the daisy, blah. And so he starts stalking her for filth, and then he kidnaps her and like puts her in his basement. But because he's a cop, he can get away with everything. Yeah. And you know, it just goes from there. She got like a daisy tattooed and like put his badge number on her finger. It was like, and I don't care if you get away. Like tattooed her fucking badge number. So that one was actually, well, I gave them all 3 stars. Here's the thing. I gave all of I think all of the books I've read, Devil's Thirst, I read recently, 3 stars, Heist Bidder, 3 stars, it's all 3 stars. I would do like 2.5 because like, I need a little, it's a lot.
They're like fun.
Yeah, fast reads. Some of the wording is like very rudimentary and like the sentence structure is like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. We know what this is just filler. We know what this is. No, you're like, please. Okay. The books were good. The books were good.
This is so hectic today.
We can edit some of it out. I have a banking appointment today, guys, and it's on the top of my brain. I hate to go to a banking appointment.
Hey,
but I have to go.
About the annoying shit of running a business, like the things where you're like, I wish I could never do this ever.
I hate banking appointments. I hate tax appointments. I hate bookkeeping situations. But I have to go every quarter because I have an LLC. Well, I think in general you should probably do quarterly taxes if you're selling things. The taxes are insane. I think the taxes wouldn't be as bad if we weren't in California, but we have to pay California. Well, there's an Oceanside tax because we're in Oceanside running my business, like a retail front. And then I have state tax for Oceanside, which they're 2 different ones. And then we have federal taxes, but we also have state taxes in all of the states that we send orders to.
No fucking way.
Yes.
Dude. That's
The
terrible.
amount, it's terrifying. It's actually, I almost fall out every single time they tell me what the quarterly taxes is. And then the taxes at the end of the year, which I don't understand how there's quarterly taxes and then I still owe taxes at the end of the year. I almost fell out.
Isn't that the point of paying quarterly taxes?
Yeah. But then I think the problem is they project, they have like, they think how much you're going to owe. So they do it like quarterly. And so the end of the
more.
year usually is like a biggest quarter, especially for retail because it's Christmas.
Yeah.
And so we don't project
Yeah.
properly. And then we owe all this money. I do need to do more write-offs. They're always telling me to do that, but I don't understand that well enough. And I'm scared I don't need to be audited. So I just I can't. But we're going to a bank appointment today.
Go to lunches and stuff.
Every
Lunches. Yeah. But lunches is not enough.
Yeah.
Well,
Equipment.
especially now that like the halls and stuff, all of your
Halls.
all of your halls.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
It's for
Hasn't Laura
content.
told you that? It's for content.
I have to talk to her about that because I've just been paying for that.
I'm pretty sure.
I get when I do my nails, which I don't do often. Literally, they're
a
like,
write-off.
we're coming. It's a write-off. I know equipment and stuff like that, or like bettering, like when we went to Queen Mary and stuff, which we need to book. This is just maybe we don't start
Coronado.
doing a meeting right now, but yeah, because Alyssa's got 2 more months. We need to go to Coronado. We need to do the things. I'm gonna scream. But yeah, I don't like doing that. I of course don't like letting people go. That always sucks. That's uncomfortable. I also don't like the hiring process. I don't really necessarily like that. Just not I never thought I'd have a business, so I didn't take like business management classes. I think we've picked up a good amount of things, but I don't my brain is really more marketing, creative. I am not good. It's not that I don't think that I'd be good at leading a group, but I don't want to go back and forth about certain things. Not to say that I'm mean to people. I just am not interested. Gigi runs the meetings, which she does great at, but I'm I don't want to sit here and do that. I stand there. I'm there for the meetings. I don't like to lead that kind of things.
But you're the owner. You shouldn't have to do those kind of things.
That's true too. I think also realizing now that I can step back from those kind of things are good. It gives me more space. And also I think being present was good at the beginning of the business when there was 4 employees.
Yeah.
But now that we're gearing we almost had 20, but we're getting.
Yeah. I think there's 16 of us, but we're hiring 12 more.
Yeah.
people.
So, but with that, I've been trying to step away, that people don't have direct access to me all the time because then I'm never getting a break, which is normal when you have a small business to not really have a break. On your days off, you're still going to be working, but it was becoming too much. Y'all know with my mental health, I need time. Normally I'm working till on my phone or on my emails or something till 10 or 11 or editing videos or whatever, making labels or some shit. But if I'm being directly reached out to all the time, it can be a lot. So I don't like that. We make jokes that I'm really bad at. I like giving people raises and stuff, which we do quite often, but I don't like having the conversations. I'm always, it's
So
so
funny.
informal. I'm very, cha-ching, cha-ching. It's always informal. I'm okay, I make a joke. I'm you've been promoted. Cause I'm you did. And then I run out of the room. I'm
We
I don't.
promoted someone and we had the meeting and she literally goes, Sophia, you have been promoted.
I can't. I can have serious
I
conversations.
like that though.
I can't.
I like it
can't.
too,
It's
though.
more awkward when
yeah.
someone's puts a
so
hardcore
yeah.
conversation on you, and then also is like you could get paid more if this and that happened. It's you're just
No.
hey,
Hey,
more money.
you guys are doing
Yeah.
great.
I like
Anyways,
what
bye.
you do. Yeah.
More money.
Thank you. Goodbye. I'm leaving.
That's awesome.
That's enough. Bye. That's all.
That was me last Friday. I was anyways, I gotta go. Oh, see you later. trying to think of other things that really bother me. Come on, Belle.
Oh, we got 9 of those to go through.
9 dongs. So that's crazy too. Okay. We're in a really loopy mood today.
Well,
The
me and
bell's
Stassi
going
had
off.
to be at the office at 7 o'clock this morning.
That's tough.
So
You missed the makeup mishap
And-
that happened today. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah. And the freaking people, we talked about, they're demoing over there. There's dust everywhere.
It was just too much.
It was insane. I literally opened the door and it was
Yeah, no, it's too much.
So-
That's also what I hate, dealing with contractors. Specifically contractors. It doesn't matter how good they are.
Every
It's
single
always weird.
Yeah.
It always
Every
is.
single one we've had has been weird.
Everyone, and we've
Something
had
is
so
weird
many
about
different
something
ones.
about them.
Yeah. We've had so many different ones.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's being a woman.
Yeah, that leads into it too. I was gonna say
Not to
that, but
be
then I was
that,
like,
but I'm curious.
It's the amount of like we constantly get either undermined or thinking that like because of the type of business we have, and like when people walk in, sometimes like the other guy that was helping us here. I mean, you saw his wife knew who he was and the sister, but until he knew that people knew who we were, he was like kind of making fun and jokes and like
Yeah.
picking fun. Oh, is this all you guys do all day? And it's like, we're getting a new space ready. Like it's not. And also it is difficult to see, even with like friends and family, they don't know what we're doing. A lot of times Dylan's like at work and they're like, oh, she must run like a little Etsy shop.
Even like here, I feel like people in my life too, they're like, oh, it's just like a little like witchy store, you know? But they don't understand the like operations.
No, or
that
like the
happen.
sheer amount of
legit
orders.
operation
It's
here,
an
man.
insane operation.
Yeah.
here.
They don't get it, which is
Yeah.
like fine to be like underdog is fine because then we don't want people counting our pockets or whatever. But like, no, we've been like constantly undermined. People always think that, or like they'll straight up tell me to my face that they're like, oh, well, you probably can't afford this space, blah, 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 all this crazy shit. And you're like, babe,
Those
please.
are probably some of the most insane realizations I've had working here is dealing with people and like men specifically renting spaces and like making contracts and just like looking Stas dead in the face and being like, well, you probably can't afford this.
Yeah. And you're like,
And then
baby,
as-
buy your life. The
And then
fuck.
as soon as Dylan enters the picture, their tone changes so much. They're completely different.
So different. And I'm like, he's not even on the LLC. Like,
No, yeah.
none of this is, well, it's not that it's not to be rude. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with him because he helps me with a lot of things, especially. But then it's also
He
to
does
me
help a lot,
super
yeah.
annoying that he has to be present for me to be taken seriously.
Yeah, because also, that too.
He doesn't, he's
Yeah.
not, he doesn't know what happens day to day here. He doesn't know how, I mean, he knows how we run, but not really. Like, he helps us run payroll because I can't do QuickBooks. But like, he doesn't do the day to day
He definitely
operations.
like helps with things
Yeah.
here, and he helps
But not
out
like-
a lot. But he's not here every. He has his own.
He has a
full-time
full-time
job,
time. Yeah.
so he's not here every day and stuff. And so it's just
They just don't take us
yeah.
seriously unless
especially
a man's
because
present.
it is all mostly women.
Yeah.
I think we have 3 men that were here.
We do. Which we're like, we love to have a man. We love it, but also it's just the type of business we're in. Especially, well, I mean, and who applies? I feel like mostly girls apply. But yeah, that's been really shitty. And like, I had to learn that pretty quick. Like, that's how we ended up in that bad lease situation. Or it's just like, it's very, very interesting to see how people will treat us. That's why I shadily blew up that big thing of my Forbes thing and put it in the window. I was like, just in case y'all want to act weird when you walk into my store.
Literally.
Is that
Hello.
up now?
Huh?
Is that up now?
Yeah, it's in the front of the store. It's like 6
Storefront.
feet tall.
Let's fucking go.
That
Like, and you
guy-
can read. Yeah, he
After
was
that guy said he looked at the P&L and he said, it
your
looks like
business,
your business
is going
declining.
down. And we were like, so the P&L from last year shows nothing of that sort. Also, can you read? Hello?
And
we're
walked out of
and-
there. I was like, I don't
No.
think we should rent that space.
No, and my landlord was,
next
like,
door, right?
yeah, and I'm like, so how would you think that if I'm looking to expand the space that I'm already at to a 3,500 square feet space next door, my landlord, who's currently the landlord here, is showing me the space. He wouldn't be vouching me for. He didn't even run my credit for this place because he's like, I know you're good for it. You're good to go. Here you go. Like, have a good place. Like, but I think like I was also talking to Dylan about that, and he was like, he was a lawyer, and I'm like, you're supposed to be able to read paperwork pretty well. And so for you to think that my P&L wasn't clean and healthy, it's very good. My margins are insane. Why? Because we hand make everything, and I don't take any. We haven't talked. Well, I talk about it sometimes. I don't take any money from Moonlight. I make my money off of Patreon. If you want to
I
join,
think
thank
that's
you.
Crazy.
That was how I always did. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Thank you so much for ordering. Hey. That is a tip. I think if we could get into some of the questions and tips, if you can, when you start a small business, invest all of the money you make outside of if you need to pay for obviously like your house or your car or your groceries and stuff, but don't take a personal, what is it called? Withdrawal or any paycheck at all. There's no need for you to do that. One, it gets taxed very highly, but outside of taxes, there's just reinvest it and reinvest it and reinvest it. Like,
I think Patreon's an interesting strategy for like a modern business owner who's
well, that, I mean, it would only work if you have that type of a business that you could.
Yeah.
But I've had a Patreon almost as long as, or probably as long as I've had Moonlight and Sage. Granted, it's been growing. I only took money from Patreon. Like that's the paycheck that I receive every month. And I remember when we started, what was I had somewhere I was going with this. Maybe it'll hit me again. Oh, about loans. I've never taken any, thank God, loans out for the business, which I guess when everyone was doing the PPP loan, that might have been a good job for me because that could have been nice and free money. And I actually had a business, so it wouldn't have been shady and I wouldn't have to pay back. But We haven't taken any loans out, and I think that's really helped. While loans can be helpful for your business if you need them, because I've always reinvested, and I guess like I haven't like up until recently been investing my money like Moonlight's money, but I just reinvest. I mean, like instead of paying myself, that money goes right back into either equipment or more employees so we can, better things, or if like it needs to be a new printer so labels can be better, whatever it needs to be, it would always be that rather than me getting myself like paying for my own work. And I to this day do that. And I think that's also why our margins are super healthy. I can like kind of be like, fuck you, I can't afford this. I've never in 6 years taken money from Moonlight and Sage, which is how I will continue to do it unless like something crazy happens, which knock on wood. Well, you know what? I think to pay off my hospital bills from last year, I did, but that was like, girl, I'm taking it out. The fuck. Yeah. So, but outside of that, no. We do have Patreon where we teach like in-depth spells, just a bunch of different information on like witchy things that are longer form. It's like a blog posts. We have videos over there. We have, like pictures and different things. Like think of it as like a blog. If you guys don't know what Patreon is. And so it's behind a paywall, and we have like the lowest tier is $5 tier, and we make our money over there, or I make my personal money over there. So yeah, we haven't taken any loans out. I think reinvesting is great. I recently started, I don't know how to invest. Like I have somebody that does that, and high banking appointment, but I'm a scared person to invest. I have whatever, it's like the low risk, but also they said that's like good to have a little of your money diversified. So I'm scared, but take like $500 out and put into whatever, something small. Oh, I think I also like to start our business. I think I've explained this, but I'm going to try to go over all the things. I had like literally probably $120 to start Moonlight and Sage. So you don't need that much money to start a business, depending on what it is though. I guess like if you need to have a bunch of supplies, if you want to have like a clothing store or something, but we make and made handmade goods. So
especially at the beginning, you only had
like
your
3
handmade
items.
stuff.
Yeah. And it was 2 oils and like a spell jar kit. Or no, it was my love oil and I think maybe protection. And then Aphrodite's touch really closely after. And then we had some spell jar kits. It was all handmade goods. So keep costs down. It's like the biggest thing. Keep costs down as much as you can. Do everything in-house. Do everything in-house.
Yeah.
Which can be its own problem.
Did it feel like when you had like this oil, then this oil, and this oil, like building from 1 to like 10, where you're like, ooh, another banger, because like things were selling? Or were you finding like, oh shit, no one bought that one, but everyone's buying this one? Or how was it? Was it random?
I think, I was doing them based off of, I think at the time I would like show something on TikTok and people were like, I want that. And I'd be like, okay, all right. That's how it happened with the love oil. I think I literally even showed people how to make it back in the day. And they were like, girl, why would I make it if I can buy it from you?
Yeah.
But it started being like, I feel like what the community was asking for. And up until, I definitely think we have products that are slept on, but I feel like as they came out, I was making things so much content around them that I feel like people were buying them. But then they'd have like the car protections had like a huge moment, or like Salacia has it's like big moment. She's kind of coming back now. So they were, I think at the time we had it on Etsy, and I believe that things were doing pretty well as they would come out. Obviously I came out with like 3 or 4 things and it stayed with like that for a while. Yeah. I was really grateful, or like, well, blessed is the word, to like have the products that I did slowly start bringing out. People were really receptive of them. Now we have so many things in line that I definitely think some things get slept on, but they usually have like a resurgence. Like sometimes it'll get slept on for a while and then people are like, wait, and then they'll be back. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of how I even like slowly started bringing things out. It was like when people needed them, they'd be like, oh, I need
when
like
I started, I think there was like 10 or 15 oils.
Unlabeled. Wow. They had like no label. It was like a clear, we would write on the bottom.
And yeah, there was these like clear stickers where you had to like you'd go through the order and like write down on the clear sticker what everything was.
Insane. There's videos too. You can look back on like a day in my life where I would make like 6 at a time, and I put them in these little like shelves that would stock the shelves, and it was like so crazy.
And I think at the time there were herb mixes. There were a few herb mixes, spell jar kits, and like baths. Wow. And then when I started there, like right when I started there is when we started doing like crystals and like jewelry and that kind of stuff. I think that was
changed
like
the game up.
a year into you being open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane work, actually. That was our first little place, like the tiny place. I could try to find
Same
some videos to
landlord.
put them in there. Yeah, same landlord is here. Love him. Hey, love you,
Whoa.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Love you.
Shout out. Was this kind of just a
answer?
hyperfixation at first?
What do you mean?
Like you making all your oils and stuff on TikTok? Was it just like something to do?
No, because so I've always been making like oils and blends and stuff because my mom because she's Haitian. We've talked about like this online. She's very much like we have the blah 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 at home.
Yeah.
And so while I've said this, like we would go to spiritual stores or like bodegas or something, and I would see the like glass square ones, and she'd be like, I'm not buying that. And they're not expensive. They're like $6 or $7, maybe even $4. And she'd be like, no, you can make that at home or whatever. So I've always made my own blends and those kind of things. They were always diabolical, like some type of love or allure, because hello. That is very me. And so I was like making them, and I think I was making them for friends at the time. And, if my friends were like, oh, my luck isn't good. I wasn't like outwardly saying that I was like doing witchcraft because like, what's up?
Yeah.
But I would just like start making things. And I think on TikTok, I made my TikTok page was called Anastasia. It's like the same name, but like my face wasn't on it for like the first, a lot of videos. Like it was just like me showing things, like witchy things at like whatever store, like some random stuff. And then I made a video like showing a spell or something in my old living room. And this girl that I'd had over one time for 420, she was over to smoke. And she'd been at my house one time and I only met her once. And her memories must be a fucking lock key because I recorded something in my living room. Obviously my face wasn't in it. It was like my hand showing them how to do something. And she goes, Anastasia, is that you? Like, this looks like your living room. I was like, it's up. Like the jig's up. They knew like what's exposed. And I think at that time I had like 10,000 followers. So I just started posting my face in videos, talking about things, like giving tips. I have videos for like any situation you could run into. I was like I think I was posting like 6 times a day.
What made you want to do like video, like go into content creation with the spirituality kind of thing? Did you see it online?
There was a witch talk community like slowly building. Mm-hmm. And at the time I hadn't seen too many hoodooists, but I also don't know if it was just because like they didn't have enough like hashtags at the time.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a newer community and lots of people were talking like deity work or like some spell work or whatever. Hey, so I was like, okay, well, people are posting about it and they're not getting flamed. Yeah. So, and no one's hating, being weird or like, you need to turn to God. Every once in a while it would happen, but not like the comments weren't filled with it. So I was like, okay, T. And I have lots of tips to share. I have nothing, but I had so much to say. I always do. But I was like, bitch, let me speak. And no one in my life really cared about the witchy shit. They were like, actually don't want to hear this. So I was like, let me start talking. And I feel like at first it wasn't a lot of talking videos. It was like during the era where people were dancing still, like very musically. So it would be like music and I would like have texts, like block text of like, ooh, things that Rose does, blah, 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 blah. Or like, oh my God, there's so many
also
cringy
do a lot
videos.
of like, a lot of, that's the thing with Stassi. Even now, I feel like she does a lot of trending like trends but makes
it witchy. It's my favorite thing,
and she was doing that in 2020 too.
Hey,
which is like classic strategy. That's like the number one strategy for marketing.
It works. It worked. And so we slowly started growing more of a following. And I would say that's where the community started. I think like it was more community based because I still had a job at the time. Yeah. And I was like making a ton of videos in a day. Like I said, I was posting like 5 a day, but I would make more. And then I would draft them out and have them like not scheduled, but like they'd be done in my drafts. And then I would post them and I would go to work super early. It would be there at like 5 a.m. post the first one. Cause I was leaving at 3. I was like, if I can get in early, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And then I would post at like noon and then we'd be recording in between. And then I got furloughed and I remember there's like, maybe we can pull the video. Mm-hmm. Oop. I'm like on my balcony crying. Cause I was like, I worked in social media marketing forever. The job sucked. Like I did everything you're supposed to do. I went to college, I got out, like fought for a job, got a job. And then COVID started. I was like, what the fuck? And I get furloughed. It's not even something I did. Like, bitch, this sucks. Like, and somebody was like, or people in the comments were just like, you've been teaching us all of these things. Why don't you start making some of the like oils or whatever, like start selling. And at this time, and I don't mean to like ruffle any feathers, people were not doing spell jar kits. No, they really were not.
Or oils.
Clock that tea. People were making oils, but they were the sifted oils that didn't have fragrance in them. Yeah. There was not herbs in them.
There wasn't herbs in them.
It's like, you do the infusing process, you sift them out. Like that was the normal way. Mm-hmm. And they weren't adding scents. Like they might've had like essential oils to match. I don't use essential oils. Y'all know that, to match the intention or like they would smell just like herb.
Yeah.
I am a freak with perfume. Y'all have seen my perfume. I love a perfume. I love a scent. Bitch, I'm there. I also hate essential oils because they always mess with my skin no matter how they're blended. I just can't wear them. Really sensitive skin. And so over the years of like, my mom is being she doesn't say that she's an herbalist, but she definitely is. She knows whatever herb or something that she can use for anything. So figuring out what kind of blend worked for my skin and stuff, I was like, I already there. Like, let's run it. So we started on Etsy because that's just what I knew. And like most people were talking about Etsy and it seemed like easiest. And Etsy is still a good spot. It's hard because there's a lot of people that drop ship on there and you're not supposed to. But you still can get really authentic people finding your business on Etsy as long as you have your like SEO on the back. And I spent weeks. I was sitting there. I'd be at work with my little computer like thing up. Cause like for a while before I got furloughed, we were doing, what was it like at home on the computer? Like they sent you with like a laptop and I was doing that. So I'd have like a video up on how to set up your back end for Etsy. And I would just have that running for like 8 hours while I was like trying to do my fucking social media work. And so I was like consuming a lot of that information on how to set up my back end for Etsy to make sure that like, yes, if I was posting online, but like there was people there, but like 10,000 to 20,000, like that's a lot of people, but not everybody was buying because also at the time, I don't think people were buying witchcraft stuff as much.
Yeah.
They were buying it, but not like, it was still a little bit more hush. Now people are like, they're at the club whipping their, they're like blowing. People are like, they are doing these tricks because they've seen it over the last 6 years and people are so normalized to it, which I really love. Like some people are like, it's new age, blah, blah, like shut up. People have been doing witchcraft forever. Y'all are doing it at the church. And thank God now people feel comfortable enough to just be like sharing, like the grape thing. Like it's just cute every year to see how like open people are.
People said the same shit about like yoga 15 years ago.
Literally.
Yeah.
What is that? Like, it's devil worship. So
Yoga?
I'm stretching
Devil
my body.
worship is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I'm just actually getting my body together. Yeah, I don't remember where I was going with that, but
I don't know. I just like
What was your
asking
question?
yeah, well, I was like, I really went on a rampage
I also
there.
feel like you're answering a lot of the Q&A questions.
Oh,
so I feel
perfect.
Like
That works.
We're
Hey.
cooking. People ask a lot about Etsy and stuff and how you started it.
Yeah,
and, like, any
Etsy.
tips.
I do really still, I think Etsy is great too, because like when we were talking about the taxes at the beginning, and maybe we talk about like the foundations of business, because I feel comfortable with that. And no, I am not a tax and or wealth person. We're not giving you advice on any of that. No legal binding, whatever. Don't do that. But Etsy is great because we're really on suspension right now, but
We are. Well, we are.
like they're great.
Etsy,
We're suspended.
They're great. We're suspended because we didn't upload a picture of her ID.
They want my
quick
ID.
enough.
But
We're
we
on
gave them that.
vacation
How
mode
long is it
currently.
gonna last?
We love you, Etsy.
We do.
Love you, Etsy, but let us
I think we made
out.
our first 50,000 sales over there though.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
there's a
sales
lot
on
of sales.
Etsy.
My
It's a
first-
ton.
My first viral moment here was on Etsy, and then
What was it? Love oil?
the advent calendar.
Ooh, fuck. That was so stressful. I
so
remember like
stressful.
going home at like 10 or 11, then coming back. I have pictures of me at 3 a.m. in that office.
Yeah, like, yeah.
And I
5,
look back
6
at
a.m.
pictures.
to
I
10
was,
p.m.
it was like so unwell. Like genuinely so
We used to
unwell.
call it Stassi like crackheading.
Yeah, we didn't know.
We did not know.
Mania.
was a
Be like, she's
manic.
crackheading.
She's so quirky.
Or she would
Yeah.
Or
No,
like-
she's up all night. She's back up
or
like,
like something super stressful would happen like that, and it would be super hectic and busy, and then she would get really sick.
yeah, super sick.
Makes sense now.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Super sick.
Super sick every time.
That's true.
You would get like a stomach ulcer. Or
Oh
something
yeah, the ulcers were crazy
like-
work.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Etsy, but that's the reason that
We do
we
love
started the Shopify was
Yeah.
because we sold so many
Yeah.
that they put
A suspension or something?
Because
on
they're
it.
like, this isn't real, right?
Well, because
Yeah.
it also this was before Etsy, because now you can connect your Etsy to your TikTok, so they can see that they're coming from whatever social media
But
app.
they couldn't track.
They
the
didn't know that
traffic.
back then. They were
Yeah.
like, these have to be fake sales because they were a lot.
It was
Thank
a lot,
you, but
yeah. So they
They were like, "This
suspended
isn't
us,
right."
and it was literally
In
they
the middle of
suspended
Black
us
Friday.
during Black Friday. So we had to get a Shopify account up
immediately.
quickly.
But Etsy is cool
Yeah.
because they take care of all of your
Mm-hmm.
taxes for you at the end of the year. They give you the tax form. They take away all of the sales tax that you need. So like all of that's taken accounted for. Shopify, they don't do that. So like you have to account for the sales tax. State taxes and other, that's what I was saying. Like it's confusing because in other states you have to pay different state tax than like here in California. So it's confusing. But they also do take a percentage, but they run ads for you. Like on Pinterest, I see ads all the time for my stuff. And it's not because people do steal my stuff on Pinterest. But like, they will be running their own ads because they
That's
make
sick.
money off of, me making a sale and I make a sale. So I'm like, whatever. So Etsy is a good platform. You just have to figure out the back end of it. Take some time to figure it out. And also, please, for the love of God, get an LLC to protect yourself and your business, and also get some trademarks. I think we have 3.
Especially on Etsy.
Yeah.
Because it helps a lot. Etsy is also very good about helping when people are like copying
Stealing.
or stealing.
They're so
That's
quick.
They're very
They're
quick
so
to
quick.
take
They're
the
like,
stuff
no.
down. It's hard when other people just like have their own websites and
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, no, we're on actually both.
We are. We're on
Except
Etsy. We're
versus
on Shopify. We have Instagram, but that's ran through.
Instagram comes through Shopify.
Okay, yeah. Same with TikTok Shop.
Same with TikTok Shop. All of it comes through Shopify. We just upgraded our Shopify.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
We're
Hopefully we'll have
growing.
some new things soon for you guys on Shopify Plus. I don't know.
Yeah.
More widgets or something. I don't know.
It's a lot.
More
More
widgets.
Widget. I don't know. Whatever those like
Widgets.
more. Yay. But hopefully during the Christmas sales and stuff, it'll help.
Yeah,
like we'll
maybe
be able
the-
to do more
the
for them.
experience will be better.
Yeah, we never.
No, literally.
Like, there's like a whole platform that you can like plan and schedule sales on.
That's good.
Because every other time we're like, it's like $8.59, and we're like,
Just,
no,
like,
on
typing
no
Setting everything live
Thanksgiving
and
last
stuff.
year, I was literally sitting down at what? Well, no, because it was 5. Was it 5 or 6? Whatever
I don't know,
time.
we always set a time, and then if you're at home on Thanksgiving, you're like, might as well.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel
Yeah.
like I had a specific time to do it by because I had that list that I was going back and forth, and I
Yeah.
was literally sitting at the dinner table, which I cooked everything, of course. Well, Dylan was at work until it was time to eat dinner, so whatever. But I was sitting there while we were eating in the middle of, which normally happens around Thanksgiving, and then on Christmas there's something going on too.
She died.
Oh,
Passed away.
that's fine. We're good.
You know why your charger isn't charging? There's a switch on that outlet, I think, that needs to be flipped.
Will it fix this green light?
Falling
I'll
apart.
turn away, Gigi.
I have shorts on.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Yeah, your iPad.
iPad's working.
What about the light?
I think we just have to turn it back on.
Switch
Can you reach it, Stas?
Yeah.
There's like a M looking button on it, and you just
On
hold
the
that
side?
down. What is going on?
What's happening?
Oh. M. Oh yeah. Do I hold it down?
Yeah, just hold it down.
The bloopers in this video?
Oh, we're back.
Oh, this is
We back.
She needs water or something.
Yeah, I need water.
No, I mean at least we'll have a little blooper roll. Hey guys.
You were like looking at the ground and tree falling. So much shit's happening.
Teddy, what's happening? Help.
Everyone's struggling
Okay.
today. And we clock in no matter what.
We're here. Hello.
Still
The fuck?
here.
I'm
That's the biggest lesson. I think.
still
Yeah.
here.
Keep it pushing.
What the fuck?
Thanksgiving,
Oh, Thanksgiving.
Black
yeah.
Friday.
So we're always like doing some crazy shit during that time, or something's always going on.
Something's
like,
always happening.
What just happened?
what goes on, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, anyways, that's fine. That's kind of part of being a small business owner too. Like you don't get any breaks and that's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with that. So
We're trying to be better about making sure Stas does get breaks and rest and less bother.
we try.
We're trying to bother her.
We try.
less.
We try.
Yeah.
It's working better.
Yeah, it is.
It's getting
We're
better.
getting there, especially like
I'm
having
finding it.
management. We're finding
Yeah, I'm
it. Having management and stuff is
That
helpful.
helps, especially more people too, because we have now technically 4 managers. Wait, and an assistant. I would say Alyssa.
I know.
She's leaving
I
soon
know. I feel like she's like customer service.
Yeah. And then we've got 2 shipping managers and a retail. 6. 2 shipping managers and a
retail manager,
associate-
and an
assistant.
assistant retail manager.
You could be a manager of media if you have an
Media
assistant.
manager.
Whoa.
Hello.
Managers.
So we have lots going on here.
What moment besides Forbes did you realize that the business was successful?
I don't know. I think honestly, I don't think about it. I'm not good at like stepping back and saying like, wow, I have like fuck you moments. Like when that guy was like, oh, you probably can't afford this. You probably don't have a house and you probably have so much debt. And I was like, bitch. And that was like 3 years ago. I was like,
It was.
what? I think we had just closed on our house here Which, okay, this isn't just me. Like I think like some people forget when I say that we have a home. Dylan has a good job. Also, he's got, what is that called? The military thing, the VA loan, real nice. Hey, thank you. So there's that. But I think that was nice to be able to, because it's hard to buy a house in general. Like it's shit's expensive. We're in Southern California. That's expensive. And that was nice. The him saying you probably have a lot of debt. I'm like, we have no business debt. We've never taken out a loan. We've saved up.
You probably have a lot of debt and you probably don't own a home.
And the dude didn't own a house,
no,
bitch.
You told him you had just closed on a house and he was like, oh, well, then you probably have a lot of debt.
I didn't like buy the house cash, but you have like mortgages aren't bad.
Yeah. And like
we don't have any business debt. I don't have like, thank God I don't have any more credit card debt. I did before when I started Moonlight, I had so much credit card debt. Y'all have seen the things I buy while I help romantic calls. Oh my fucking God. Yeah, I had like $20,000 or $22,000 worth of fucking credit card debt. Help. It was really bad. It's scary.
That's even not that bad debt wise. Like it's not good.
No, yeah, because it could have been worse. I mean,
school loans and shit.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, yeah, I don't have any school
is
loans. Thank God.
School.
See, I literally wouldn't have went to school if I had to take out loans, which sounds like that's a very entitled thing. I am really blessed. My dad paid for my college. Thank you, Dad. Love you so much. I hated college, but thank you so much. Yeah, he always worked hard and he put money, like, what are those things when literally when I was adopted, he had like a little fund that he was putting money towards. Granted, I went to like a community college, so it wasn't like a really bougie school, but that's still, I will take it. My dad's always been really financially, what's it called, literate or smart. Like he was always really, and also my three other brothers didn't at the time like finish school, so thankfully I got to roll some of that cash into my account. But no, I didn't have any school loans, which is a huge blessing, and I feel like a leg up. Because that would be stuff that you're paying off forever, so that's good. But I didn't want to go to school bad enough to get the loans, if that makes any sense. I just wouldn't. I don't think, and this isn't like against my degree because I have it hanging up, and I think I did go to school and I got a social media marketing job. Degree, but it was under communications, which is tea because I got a Bachelor of Science. They was fucking playing me out. They took all of my extra classes and like made me take classes in the winter and the summer and everything just to get a fucking BS.
Really?
Yeah, it was so stupid. I hated ODU. But I think that you can definitely own a business without having to go to college. I don't think you necessarily need to do that. There's lots of courses and classes and all of there's so many, like a TED Talk, a Skillshare. So many people will give you advice and stuff like that. That is the way to go.
This might be an edit out thing, but I was thinking last week you could make a course.
On doing what, on a business or how to sell?
A business 0 to.
Who's gonna buy it? It gives so Kennedy CEO course. We could, but then what do we?
People would buy it.
People would definitely buy it.
I just feel like it's hard.
But who's making that?
In depth
None of us.
Yeah, who's making it?
I'd make it like editing and everything.
Oh, are we sitting down and doing video courses?
Video
that I could do, because I'm like, I could do that rather than type it out. I really could sit there and be like, well, because I also have like good marketing things that I feel like would be, granted, I know that the way that we do things are very specific to like my business, but I used to run people's social media. Granted, they wouldn't let me do it the way that I wanted to do it, so they never blew the fuck up, but that was their problem.
I just think if we spent like a few months like
doing it,
chaptering out and like figuring it out.
We could also do like one or two parts and then release that and then do another extension. That's tea because you know what, that's why the Ignite guy is like, I want to sit down and talk to you, pick your brain about how you did this, because
he wants help with
I'm like, I'm there, especially because then I'm like, we could link your products. Oh, the two of you guys down, Tyler.
I think he'd be down. It'd be a good promo for him.
Well, yeah, so and I'm like, I told him, I was like, if you have your products online, when we do the vlog of us putting everything together, like we could link your beans.
100%.
We could link your beans.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Y'all want to see a e-course? Because I do. We'll keep it affordable and everything, but like also that's tea. And it's all at this point we could be like featured in Forbes. Like I'm not scamming you guys. I actually have some really good business advice, I think.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I was really, when my social media was starting, like that's how I always say that we're a social media ran business, because we are really like the new location of the store is taking its own, like, what is it? Foot traffic is really great, but like we are run by social media.
Yeah. I know. I think our in-person store is a good mix of like people that know about us and like marketing and stuff, versus the organic foot traffic. There's a lot of people in the area who have just kind of found us which is really cool.
It's cutesy.
It is
It's
very
cool.
cutesy. And especially
Location
now.
is important.
The new
Yeah, it is
location
because the old
yeah.
location isn't far from here, but it's such a big difference. It's
Yeah.
literally like what 2 or 3 blocks to the left. So
Yeah, that was like a question is like a how tips on picking a brick and mortar store.
if you don't, because I live in Oceanside, so if you don't live in this like city that you want to have your store in, spend a lot of time there. And I mean, like, go to different shops and see, like, if at different times of day, and if you're going to be open at, like, we're open from 10 to 6. If you're going to be open at 10, go there at 9:30 and walk around. See what kind of people are there. Like, if it's your demographic of people, or could be maybe, if it's busy, if there's parking, because parking is actually a big thing. Our store, there's not great parking, but also I think that like people are just kind of used to it in downtown Oceanside. But like if it's
better here.
it is at the last place. But like look at parking, look at in the middle of the day how many people are there. Go on multiple days of weeks to figure out like, okay, maybe Tuesday's a slow day, but that's usually how it is for restaurants and like retail stores. Our stores on the block, because on our other block on Mondays everyone was closed. So it was kind of hard on Mondays to have sales because people were used to like that side of Oceanside not being open. Like no one was there. Check it out. If you can, morning, day, night, just go out there, see if there's any crime in the area. If there is crime, if you can handle it, like what kind of crime goes on. Cause like sometimes that's the way it is. I liked you have to frequent the area, talk to the business owners, like walk in and say you're thinking about renting. Like, how do they like it? How long have they been there? What are your customers like? Some people are willing to share that. And I feel like most businesses are. Some people are weird, but just go to a different store. Like, hey neighbor.
Hey neighbor. Especially with the retail store, like Miles just said, like the location is so
It's important. Yeah.
Even the last place we thought it, because it's on Coast Highway, we thought it was going to be good, but just the foot traffic isn't the same.
No,
as
people don't go
here.
that down there.
Especially like because here where there's like restaurants and little shops,
Bars.
and there's bars, there's all
tattoo
kinds of
parlor.
places over here.
And they're open late. So it's
Yeah.
not like, oh, well, like we were across from a 7-Eleven, which you'd think that people do go to, but it wasn't enough to like, have people in the store all the time. Yeah, check it out.
And I feel like Moonlight and Sage is a place where if you're just cruising by and you check it out, you want to be able to actually walk around.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah.
In there. And that's kind of what everyone on this street is like doing.
They're just walking around.
Hanging out.
They're
Everywhere
not
else,
doing
everyone,
that.
like, grabbing a drink, or grabbing
Leaving,
food, or, like,
yeah.
running to their car to run from a homeless man.
Yeah,
like,
they're like, I need to leave. This is
Yeah.
not the place. But yeah, you do like, and that's the type of thing too. If you are an in and out store, that's fine. Depends on like what you're selling too. But we have so many things in spiritual shops. I feel like most of the time they have a lot of things that people do spend a good amount of time in the store,
Yeah.
like 30 minutes, I'd say, like most of the shopping experience.
Yeah. I also think at this place we were able to paint the building.
Yeah, that's
And
a
I think
huge
that's made
difference.
A huge difference because even like our new neighbor here, I was talking about the store and she was like, "Oh, it's the really pretty like green
Yeah.
building over there, right?" And I was
Yep.
like, "Yeah, that's us."
When we made it like our branding, we were,
Yeah.
and that's like I thought we were gonna have to ask like the city and get all these permits, but we didn't. You have to get permits for signs, but not in Oceanside to
Not
paint.
paint.
So we went with we're next to the beach, and I really like to think about being like the longevity of also like where are you? I don't want to like put up like a weird colored thing. I'm like it's the beach town. We're 2 or 3 blocks from the beach. We're not in the same building right now, but we painted it like sage green, like a light sage green, and like with like white on or what are they white awnings?
Yeah, it's
yeah, with like
and
white awnings and very pretty and cute. And before it was a black building with red. Of course, it's black and red. Yeah, if y'all get it, y'all. But it was just kind of like dark and it blended in. You couldn't really see it from the
I've
street.
never seen it before. You guys were there.
Really?
Like I've never
Really?
like.
Yeah,
noticed
what
that
is
building.
this?
Yeah.
But now you can, and it's the sage green little building. They're like, perfect. Okay.
It
I
was
know
like
exactly
the store was open when you started, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think
send
it's
you
like
pictures.
tucked, like it's
is
pushed
between-
back, so it looks like a fall off of like another building.
It does.
If
Well,
it's
and it
not
definitely,
painted and everything,
yeah.
you know?
Well, and it looked just like Mission bar, the
Right.
bar, because it was the same color. So
Yeah.
it kind of just looked
So I just
like
thought it was like the next thing.
no. So if you can change up, I think like if you have a store too, we just this year, because at the other store location, we tried putting things outside and they just got like ransacked all the time and ruined and fucked up. It was bad. Like
was
that other
crazy
location,
over
we just
there.
couldn't put anything outside. It would get fucked up immediately. This year for October, we put like a cute display outside. We got hay bales delivered and like bought a bunch of like decorations and stuff. So if people are walking by, granted, yes, like it's a witch store. So we have some witches out there. Interesting. Thank you so much. It's a witch store. So we have like witches and like crows and like cauldrons and stuff. But I think it's fun to do that. Even if it wasn't, maybe I would put like, we have a skeleton. Maybe you put like a little not sour patch, but one of those patches, like the crow.
Corn. Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Scarecrow
or something. Like if you can decorate outside of your store for the seasons, try to do that. I think it's
a
like
lot of
fun.
people have been like taking pictures and
It's so
they come in for the decorations.
It's cute because then they're like, wait, what's going on over here?
What's the scariest thing that's ever happened in the retail store?
Scariest thing? Oh, I feel like we have multiple. What's the scariest thing? Like, let me think this through.
There's so many. The last store was
that last store was insane.
It was insane.
We could have a full what goes on here episode, and it's just recounting stories.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen some of the drugs be done in my life that I saw happen in front of my store.
I literally have a picture and
The machete?
Yeah, a text from Stassi. She sent me a video and she's driving by my car and she's like, not the machete. There's a man sleeping next to my car with his machete.
Big ass machete.
She's like, just so you know.
I was like, and like we'd call the police out. They don't come for problems out here. I think we've talked about that in some videos before.
I think multiple times.
Yeah, it's all true. Someone threw a smoke bomb into our store the other day. I wasn't here for that. Yeah. But they got the Flying Pig, I think the CVS, and then us.
Oh, they did it to multiple
different
it was like
stores.
A bunch of teenagers.
But also that's still like
scary.
She said Alyssa was in there, and she said Alyssa Jr. was in the back of the store, and she said Esme just started screaming for her, and like that's scary enough. You don't know. You just hear someone screaming your name in the front of a store. There's customers in the store. There was like 8 customers. Thank God one of them was a Marine and was like, calm the fuck down. Like, it's fine. But like something's starting. No, it was smoking. It was like normal smoke. It starts like blowing up. She's like, it's as tall as a person. It's like just like all the smoke and you don't know what is that. Like you don't know what it is. So she was like, clear the store, get out, everybody get out. She's calling everyone down from upstairs in the back and telling them to leave. The Marines like, we're fine. Like, it's fine. But she was like, we just don't know what it is. Once it stopped, he like looked over and like picked it up and he was like, "Oh, it's like a smoke bomb, or something like that." But you just still don't know what someone's motive is at the time. Like I also looked at the cameras and you couldn't see who did it. It was like a whole thing, but the police knew because they'd hit up multiple stores at that time. That was like weird. We ended up with 2 restraining orders at the old store, which we can go into. I don't know if I ever told you guys online. I told you guys we had restraining orders, but we had to get restraining orders. So many people coming in. Things. The lady that like cut her throat and was in the middle of the street and she was bleeding everywhere. That was scary.
We watched this one lady also. Yeah, we watched this one lady like throughout the day freaking out in the middle of the street at the cops.
She like took her pants off. It was a mental health issue, but she had cut her throat open.
But then she she
took her crack pipe, slammed it on the
she had come back down the street.
It's not funny.
Slammed her pipe and then had cut
herself open. And we were like, no, they got her. The ambulance was like coming. We could hear the sirens. But she's like going back and forth on our block. We're watching this. She's like, there's blood on the ground. It's all over her shirt. It was like, there was so many weird things that happened and like scary.
I also watched an insane motorcycle accident happen.
On the corner there was always accidents right on that corner. It was so scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, scariest thing. We could name a few. Yeah. Some random homeless guy or unhoused person. Sorry, don't get mad at me. Coming in and I'm just saying this because it's annoying. And I told you guys this, I think in a video, we kind of edited it out, saying to the retailer girls that he was going to grape them.
Oh yeah.
Police wouldn't come out for that either. So
yeah, there was another time where someone was in the street with like a weapon clearly, and the girls had to lock the doors, and they were trying to call the police. And they were like, they wouldn't come, and she had to be like, we're scared.
Yeah, for our lives.
He has a weapon, and they still like just wouldn't come. 911 and everything.
Nothing. Yeah. So
sometimes I wonder if it's dispatch who's like the real bitches. You know what I mean?
Whatever it is crazy. Yeah. Because what are we doing? Like, can y'all please come out?
There's no preventative care.
In Oceanside. I don't know what that is.
Especially in Oceanside.
Yeah. So some of those things were scary.
Yeah. Just a few.
Just a few of them.
What do you wish you would have known before opening the in-person store?
Oh, that's a laundry list. What do I wish I would have known? Permits and things and or anything that you think is going to get done at a certain time, give it like 3 extra weeks for anything. I wish I would have just not signed the original lease, but that also was just so messy. We got into a space that we were ready to open up our store, and then for 7 months we couldn't because of the situation with the lease and the space, because it was literally the city didn't know it was there. Essentially, it was not up to code, and that's its own problem. I shouldn't have been able to lease it, but I guess also what I wish I would have had was at that time a lawyer, because we didn't have one.
Yeah.
Shout out I guess I shouldn't say the law firm, but love them bad. Thank you so much for helping us. He looks over everything, whether it be like, he just is like, don't sign anything unless I've looked at it. And it could be anything. I ask him for like the stupidest shit. I'm like, is this good? If it's like, even he doesn't do banking stuff, but I'm like, do you think that this is sound? He's like, okay, well, if your bookkeeper says this, like, yes, I think this is, I ask him everything. Get a lawyer, like I said, get your trademarks. Make sure if you're moving into a lease with, especially either any retail or not, get a inspector in, like a home inspection, and inspect it. So the space is exactly what you know it is, and you're good to go. So there's
Make
like
sure
nothing.
You understand the lease.
Because they'll be like, it's a standard lease. Is it?
Know what your
What
responsibilities
else?
are.
Yeah, your responsibilities. Save up 6 months worth of expenses if you have like associates or any expense that's you're going to accrue. Have 6 months of it before you have your retail store. So if like you don't have sales for 6 months, like knock on wood, that you can still pay people without cutting their hours or like firing people, and just like making sure you have rent and all of those things. Because I think that while it is like a big thing to have, it's just scary I think it'd be hard to do. And it's also not entirely fair if you had a crew and then you're like, well, sorry, like you gotta go now. Like, cause I don't have, so try to save up as much as you can, 6 months at least to keep running.
What are your future goals for Moonlight?
We need to get more employees. I know that's like a stupid goal. I've been saying I want to do a tarot deck for a long time, which maybe eventually we'll get to. I would love to do more merch or merch in general. I think that would be great. I would love to be on more platforms. Like I would like to have more things on like TikTok shop and stuff. And I know that's not a future goal, but I would just like to have it, but like things run smoother. I'd like to have shipping times be faster, which we're going to work on. Like that just comes with having more people. I don't know. I should have a goal setting situation, but I don't know. I also feel like if I give myself goals, then it kind of like cages it in, because I don't realize the things that we end up doing. Like I would have never thought to be like, oh, I'm going to be in Forbes. But then that was like so cool.
Yeah.
Or like for a while, we didn't even necessarily want to do a podcast or like we'd be like, oh, let's do a marketing or like anything. We were just like, oh, wait, one day we're like, that kind of be fun. And now we have Miles and we make all of this fun content. I do think I would like to do more of that kind of stuff. Or make more content. I think like you remember the old school vloggers used to do like Vlogmas?
Yes, I love
I'm not gonna you're like, I'm not gonna stress you out with a video every day, but like I think it would be fun to do a series of like a fake reality show or something for Moonlight, where
we could have the most insane
the things that go on. Well, we actually remember that one time that like that Amazon show was like interviewing me and Holly for that show. Yeah, no, we should have actually just done that.
The things that happen here are actually crazy sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like we need our own.
I could always like turn the vlog into like partially reality.
We should do a reality TV.
It would also like the Office style.
Yeah, no, like
I think would be so.
I did that for the client that I work for. We'll do like
really
the zoom in talking head.
Yeah,
with, like,
so funny.
I think it would be good. I think it is also like
so
shows people the day to day is like actually insane.
Yeah,
but it's a lot because I feel like you do so much already and like changing anything so much. I just think that would be fun and also like would live on. Like it would just be it's always for me fun to look back. Like it's so much we put our heads down and just work, but like to look back at things that we were doing from like even just last year, it's like, oh my God, wait, what that was happening, or like there's always like fun things happening and or stressful things, but it's fun to look back on.
6 to 8 months ago, we were like opening the retail store.
Insane. And that was crazy. Yeah, the reopen was crazy.
Imagine if we had, I know we've given the footage to Miles, but it's so all over the place
too
from
much.
when that was happening, but so much happened.
Within a span of a week. Well, the month, but even just that week lead up.
Opening,
oh my fucking.
It was insane.
But if you had Miles there and we were vlogging the whole thing, it actually probably would have been like 5 episodes a week of like madness.
It's just insanity.
I think more content is always where I want to go, but I don't know. I should have a planning. Like they asked me at the fucking text thing. They're like, "Where's your goal?" I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, what is like I feel like you're super good at short term, like day to day procedure.
Yeah, I don't know what a long term would be. Hell,
what would you like it to be though? Do you want to be doing this in 5 years? Like
for sure, 5 years. because I don't also like, I'm sure it will change the way that I do things eventually, but like at the end of the day, this is based off of my spiritual practice and that's not going to stop. So
I also think Stas is very good at changing and like adapting.
Yeah,
to
so whatever it
different
needs to be.
circumstances, So whatever needs to happen, she will make it happen.
yeah.
And
We'll switch
and
up.
it's
We'll
been
switch it
working.
up.
We're continuing to grow.
I think more long-term stuff of like obviously I will always make things, but like I want to make more things that like live on that like maybe I don't always make. Like I want to do, well, we've talked about this, like actually the actual like lip glosses or something that like the more of the stuff that's like outsourced that I enchant, I love that shit. I love it, especially because it's like, it's just different. I love that. It's juicy. Like,
Speaking of, we have lip balms to restock.
turn on the freaking notifications online.
Once this is out, they'll probably
They're
be
gonna be gone.
So don't count on them.
Don't look.
Yeah, but I want to do merch, but I don't want to do merch that just says like Anastasia Moon Girl, like Moonlight Sage. I want to do like, I don't know, something different. So we have to figure that out.
I think a warehouse.
Yeah, Dylan keeps saying that. I'm like, fuck. He's like, we need to buy a warehouse. I'm like, you're scaring me. I hate like the overly committed of that, but then it's also, because then we could we would have big ass racks for clothes or mugs or whatever the fuck it was, books. Yeah.
Damn true. True.
Like, hello.
I think a warehouse is where this
we
should
go.
go.
Yeah, we please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low key.
Yeah.
But think about how big the retail store could be at that point if you kept the same space. And
I know, but do we
I
need
don't
it
think
bigger?
it would,
We
I
don't
don't
need to
think
make
that
it bigger.
I don't think that space could make retail bigger.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, I guess if we like
could
fully
push it
knock
Like
it
if
back,
you had like
that
shipping and
wall,
stuff at a warehouse.
If
and
we
everything.
fully knock it back to like where the stairs are, maybe.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way. It could
That's
work.
really big.
That's huge.
But then we could make a reading room.
Yeah.
But then we have to find, it's just difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
I'm not trying to open the can.
No, well, we should do, I think we should do a meeting on camera one of these days.
We should.
But then
Just
release
all the-
it, like but we have to release it after whatever we talk about in the meeting is done. But then like
Right.
just to see how a meeting goes, because it's always like,
It's always
sister,
fun.
what's
Yeah.
happening?
If anyone is listening still, I'm sure there are a few of you. Let us know if you're open to like really long form stuff, like not as edited down. Because I try to edit things down because I want to respect people's time and everything. But if you want like a 2-3 hour video of,
we can
And we can,
we can, and like I'm talking
Sad.
like we'll have footage of stuff happening as well, and it'll be like a long form video.
Edited.
But let us know.
Please. I'm there.
a real true day in the life with
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. Hello. Please
All the
help.
meetings and stuff.
Yeah.
A Monday.
Probably have to like bleep out a lot, like people's names, like
Yeah.
employee names and stuff.
Yeah.
The craziest things.
The craziest.
I had the craziest week
Last week was insane. So last week was insane.
It's funny because guys, like working here, I haven't been here that long. I'm talking to the audience right now, but like every week, it's like last week was insane,
No, because we do.
and then
We're like,
it was,
literally,
but it's like every
was.
week was insane, basically.
Yeah.
I had I went to my friend's softball game last week with Grace, and it was after that day. And so I was sitting there like this, and I was like, I feel like we're all just like, ever since I've worked here, we're all just doing our best.
We're trying
every single
our
day.
hardest.
We're doing our best, and we're trying our hardest.
Oh. And I don't know if like other businesses experience this or if it's
No,
just like
100%.
okay, because I'm like, is it just because it's a weird
Yeah,
like
and
business?
yeah.
Like what's going on?
We were also talking
Yeah.
about how like me and Grace were talking about how people in corporate are really stressed out. But I also
Yeah.
feel like we're also have a similar amount of stress. But I think it's because
Right.
we're a small business
Yeah.
and we don't have the same like kind of resources and stuff
No.
that someone in a corporate
No,
job
and we're always
has,
trying to figure
and
things
We
out.
are the resources.
Yeah.
Here, so
Yeah.
it's hard.
We have
a little,
to be
I think
that.
it's hard. I've never worked a corporate job, but I think it's a little bit more difficult because you are, especially
You have to do everything.
we have to build everything.
Yeah, and we don't have like we're building the SOP, so it's like,
Yeah.
how do we handle this? Oh, we have to figure that
we
out.
have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Think about the
building
resumes
everything.
though. Oh my god.
No, literally, that's why I'm always telling
Portfolios.
people like
The
put whenever we give
credentials.
them new
Yeah,
job
credentials.
descriptions, I'm
Yeah.
like put that on your resume.
Yeah. Then I feel like if I feel like people would be like, oh, like what did you guys sell? And I'm
Well, body care items, body care.
Yeah.
yeah, no. Honestly, who cares?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Who cares? Why does
Fuck
it matter?
Whatever. It doesn't matter. We sold a lot
We
of
sold
it.
a lot.
We sold a lot of it, so who cares?
What do you sell? A lot.
A
A
lot.
lot of things.
Don't need to worry about what it is. Stop.
How long are we at right now? I feel like we've been yapping.
Yeah, we can close it out.
Did we answer enough good questions?
I feel like we didn't answer like the questions. You answered the questions that they asked.
Can we do a rapid
in
fire?
Just like how
okay.
you were talking.
I feel like I didn't answer enough.
Like you answered most of these
Oh.
that I have.
Okay.
What did you study in college?
Social media marketing. Started at
what's
fashion media.
Most challenging part of owning a business. What's your favorite? How did you handle debt? You answered that. Questions about financials. Where'd you get money to start?
I didn't have any money.
I didn't
have any money.
Future goals and plans. In another life, what would your career have been?
A
Oh,
stylist.
I think we talked about
Yeah,
this.
I would have loved to have been a stylist. I went to school for fashion merchandising first before I changed to social media.
Yeah.
I would have loved to be a stylist or someone like steaming clothes at the behind, like for runways. I would have been sad, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Do you have any like personal goals? Something you want to do?
Oh my God.
I don't even know that either. Whenever we're interviewing people and we're like, "What are your goals?" I don't even know.
I'm like feeling.
What are
bad
your
for-
goals?
Yeah, I feel bad for that person because I'm like, I don't fucking know.
I have no idea what I want to do with my whole life
I
ever.
don't know. I think it'd be like I need to plan this wedding. That's a good goal.
That is a good goal. Yeah.
Get my house more organized.
Yeah.
I think next October we should make a scary movie.
Don't say next October. Why can't we do it in the fall or the winter?
We can do it whenever.
I think we should do
But,
a scary
I
movie.
was thinking Halloween. You know.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
you know
feel
what?
like-
Good scary movies, they only do it in Halloween and then there's nothing to watch during the year.
Yeah.
True.
Let's make a scary movie.
Yeah.
No, I'm
I feel
so
like
down.
October is
We
getting
can make a
away from
scary
me
series
already.
and do like one a month.
No, a short. You know those that
Yeah.
I found that channel that just makes spooky. Like they're like between 6 and 12 minutes.
Mhm.
I think
I
it'd
feel
be
like we
fun.
could be spooky.
Yeah.
You win an award. What do they have awards for? Like
Sickest YouTube video. Very
We
scary.
go to the streamies.
Yeah.
oh,
We
I
could.
I think that'd be
Listen,
fun down the line.
I think
Just
that'd be
like,
fun. Why not? I'm down to do anything. Really.
I love how fucking ADHD the content is. It's like serious video, absolute joke,
literally
podcast, tutorial.
But then it's like you don't. At least you don't get bored editing.
No, it's fun.
It's like
always
random
something.
stuff. We're
It's
always like,
super
so
fun.
Miles, I have this idea. He's like, okay.
We're all over the place.
That's
the
true.
Vlogs and stuff.
I know. I like so
No
badly
problem.
wanted to do Vlogmas, but I was like, I would kill Miles. Like, I'd actually kill him.
We could share the responsibility. We could have you like edit.
I actually
one and
think I
edit
could.
one.
Like, I could, and they don't need to be edited well. Just
Yeah.
like it also could just be like,
Just
like
a
a
flow.
straightforward day
It
of
could
like
also
this.
be,
is what we
I was
did.
gonna say once a week, but we already do it once a week.
Yeah.
This one girl I followed did it and on like the like odd days, like every other day or something like that.
Mm.
So it wasn't every day.
We could do it. Just let me know. Just let me know.
Well, if we have a social media person,
I
Yeah.
love Vlogmas.
yeah, but
They'd
it's
be
not.
easier. They'd be easier to edit, honestly.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, but also maybe it's like 2
Then we
days
have-
behind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
have
it's
to
2
have-
days worth of each, and it's 2 or 3 days behind because we can't do that. We have other responsibilities.
Yeah.
But Vlogmas would be fun. I do so much stupid shit when it's around the holidays. Like we do some, you'll see. We do so much random shit around the holidays. So
It's also
it's crazy.
It's busy here. During
Busy.
the holidays.
Help.
So busy.
I'll see.
Well, thank you guys for being here for episode 8. A little yap session about business Q&A. If you have any other questions for business and or just me or or podcast topics, we have a couple really fun ones planned out, but let me know. We'll be here. And thanks for hanging out, Stassi Spills.